Hey guys, PyTurn here, back with some more underused play with a brand spanking new lead, so let's check it out. The other dude sends out their Escavalier, and I send out my Azelf, who is the new lead. It's named Blitz because, I don't know, it looks like a Jupiter to Jin from Golden Sun. Or Jin, however you pronounce it, I don't know. Anyway, I go for Rocks and Psychic, because Psychic's super effective against Ghosts. I'm not entirely sure why I switched in Chandelier. So basically, go for a bunch of psychic moves. Shadow Ball takes Blitz down to the Sash, and another psychic takes it out, I'm pretty sure. Nope, switches it out into a Escavalier. I suppose predicting the switch. And Blitz, not much else to do, just goes for the Explosion, which does a fair amount of damage. Yeah, I tried having Blitz as a new sort of suicide lead for the lulz. I think I like it a bit better than Midna, so I'll see how it goes. I send out Fang for the Flare Blitz. Him on top does some nasty thing, whatever it does. Not in time for a switch. I assumed it would go for a fighting move, so I switched into Vlad, but it went for a rapid spin, which is kind of annoying. So this dude just, I don't know if he's actually going to use any moves other than switch, but no matter. I go for the Brave Bird, which is obviously not too much good, so I think it's wise to U-turn into my own Empoleon. So he goes for rocks, I go for rocks, we all go for rocks. But not before a Grass Knot, which does sort of irritatingly little. So he U-turns, like he roars into my Catbolt, which is, you know, not disappointing at all. I sort of have to go for the electric move there, just in case he was silly enough to stay in, but he does go for Raikou, and I get a sexy little Thunderbolt there. Now I'm just basically whittling him down until he switches it out, using whatever moves I have at hand. He goes for the Volt Switch into Flygon, and I think I can't outspeed and get the Hidden Power Ice off, so I switch into Vlad. He goes for the Stone Edge, I suppose predicting a switch, which thankfully misses. He does most of the damage to Vlad, who goes for Brave Bird, rather. Still does a lot of damage to Flygon. It is taken out by the recoil. So I send out Fang and go for the Extreme Speed. Nice little revenge kill there on Flygon. Seriously, just about every team in Underused has a Flygon. It's pretty lame. He goes for the Chandelure, I suppose, predicting a fire move. But worse, I go for close combat and it doesn't do anything. So instead I go for a Wild Charge, which takes it out. He sends out the Hitmontop, which is kind of annoying with Intimidate, but either way I go for Flare Blitz and Recoil. Close combat does take out Fang. So at this point I send out my Antlion, Drapion, for the Toxic Spikes, which is surprisingly useless seeing as he's got, you know, 2 steel types out of his 4 remaining. But no matter, injury hazards for the lulz. And he's just going for a bunch of close combats which really aren't doing enough to hurt Antlion, but he's dropping his own defense in the process, so Crunch does take out the Hitmontop. Going for the Sucker Punch, which just does not do enough. Antlion's defensive typing quite strong here. He always sends out the Empoleon. And I think Antlion, yeah, he's going to go down, just get off a move while you still can, buddy. And, yep, the Skull takes out Antlion. So, at this point, predicting that whatever I do, he's going to switch. So I send out Catbolt with the Volt Switch, which I'm pretty sure still takes out Escavalier. Yep. So, Volt Switch into the Empoleon, and naturally he sends out Raikou, but it is paralyzed and on quite low health. So, this the battle of sort of Empoleon and Raikou versus Empoleon and Raikou is kind of stacked in my favor at the moment. The Skull takes out the Raikou, and at this point it's just a Scald to the death. And basically whoever gets the first burn wins, and it happens to be me. But even if Poseidon didn't get the burn, it just would have been a one-hit kill from Catbolt, so it's really no big deal. In fact, at this point I'm going to speed it up just because it's kind of boring to watch. So yep, sort of switch it up, go for Grass Knot, which really doesn't do much at all. I mean, it's useful for the coverage, but I thought it would have done more damage than it did. I guess, I don't know. Steel typing actually resists grass moves. Yeah. That should be something I know already, but it just, I don't know, it doesn't seem like it would make sense. Either way, my UU team takes this one home. I hope you enjoyed the battle, guys, and I'll see you next time.